Good afternoon. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court Criminal Docket for July 26, 2022. All matters being heard today are heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our next case, please?
In cause number 2020-0D02963, State of Texas versus Juan Arellano. Announcement of counsel, please.
Samantha Roggenbach, the state's ready, Your Honor.
Monica Lade Reyes for defense. Defense is somewhat ready.
And we were talking briefly off the record and had discussed it. The plea today, counsel, Ms. Velarde had emailed the court, I think it was yesterday, with the information that Mr. Arellano was not in El Paso County and therefore had a misunderstanding about how the plea was to be conducted today. I believe he understood it to be remotely over Zoom. And of course, we would have required that he appear at the police center. So in the court's attempt to get a feasible date on when we could reschedule to accommodate your client's travel, I understand we're having some difficulty contacting him. Is that right, Ms. Velarde?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. So just to be clear, Mr. Marufo, there's nobody in the waiting room. Is there? Nobody has logged in while you've been?
Correct, Judge.
Okay. And we haven't received any phone calls?
Mr. Arellano checked in yesterday at 10:29, and I advised him to contact his attorney to the location for the plea.
And you did have some contact with him yesterday?
We did, Your Honor.
Sorry, I meant for the attorney.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Ms.
Is that for me, Judge?
Yes,
Okay, so we did have some contact with him. We had mentioned that he did need to appear. When he told me that he was still in Colorado, I had asked my assistant to let him know. Then we'll send him the Zoom link that we had. We did send that to him. We emailed it to him. I have a program that emails, texts, and sends any notifications to our clients. So all of that was sent. My understanding was that he knew that he needed to appear via Zoom today. And when we tried to call today, unfortunately, his number was not allowing us to leave messages or to take calls.
Okay. And so with that, Mr. Marufo, were you going to add something else?
No, Judge, I also advised them that he did need to show up today.
Okay. Did you tell him show up remotely via Zoom or in person or how?
No, at 1015 North Campbell.
Okay. Okay. So, you know, he might be a little confused. So in any event, he's not present. And so that's a concern because if memory serves, we've had some issues, maybe not client completely lost, but some breakdowns in communication along the way. I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to note that he failed to appear today. And so if we can get him on track, basically, I just want to see when he will be available to come in person. We will now make it an in-person, in-court, in-person plea if that's where we're headed. I'm actually, not going to set that. I'm just going to set his new trial setting as, was it the 26th, Ms. Velarde? Was that trial date we talked about?
Yes, Judge,
Okay.
the 26th.
So we'll put him on that same date with the final hearing plea deadline being August 23rd. I will give him until, I was going to say end of day, but since he checked in yesterday and isn't totally MIA, I'll give him until the end of the week to get in touch with you, let us know when exactly he'll be, might give him a couple of days to also figure out whatever travel arrangements he needs. But if he doesn't, and we don't have something in concrete, then I'm going to pull his bond.
Understand.
Maybe that'll get his attention. Maybe he's just not understanding. I'm not really sure, but he should be here.
Your Honor, this is the defendant, and I don't remember if I had mentioned it to you or not. He had an accident maybe about a year or so ago where he was in a coma for about a month. So his mind sometimes is all over the place. But I had never before had an issue with him not contacting me, not reporting. This is the first time that we were really struggling trying to reach him through the numbers that he has. So we're trying. I know he wants this. It's just a matter of maybe there's a little miscommunication. Maybe he's not quite understanding it. So we're still going to reach out today. Keep going.
So two things, have him contact the court, at least with a heads up, but then you'll square away with him potential plea dates before that trial setting.
Okay.
And just keep us apprised. Like I said, I don't think we'll get there, but let's just see if we can wrangle him in. So in any
That's
event, no
perfect.
tea today. Ms. Rago, thank you for your time. Thank you, Ms. Velarde.
Thank you so